یونیت نهم کتاب مارکت لیدر در سطح elementary با موضوع companies، شرکت ها. Companies like people cannot be skillful at everything. شرکت ها مثل افراد نمیتونن توی هر چیزی ماهر باشن، مهارت داشته باشن. دورثی لنارد، US Academic and Business Author. چیزایی که قراره توی این درس یاد بگیریم: describing companies به عنوان لغات، لیسنینگمون a favorite company، گرامر حال استمراری رو یاد میگیریم به عنوان دومین زمان، ریدینگمون در مورد شرکت گامسا هست اگه اشتباه نکنم، مهارت هامون starting a presentation که این خیلی کمک میکنه، مهارتی که تو این درس داریم فوق العاده کاربردیه، و presenting your company. starting up یک کویزی هست در مورد شرکت ها انجام میدیم و بعد به سوال پایین میتونید جواب بدید. What famous companies come from your country? What do they do or make? What's special about them? سوال اولی: Which company began in 1865 as a forestry and power business? کدوم شرکت در سال 1865 به عنوان یک شرکت برقی و جنگلداری شروع کرده؟ اریکسون، نوکیا، موتورولا که شرکت نوکیا هست. began گذشته begin هست یعنی شروع کرده، started. forestry هم به معنی جنگلداری. Which company makes clothing but is not American? Juicy Couture, Diesel, Abercrombie and Fitch که دیزل هست. Diesel makes clothing but is not American. It's Italian. ایتالیایی هست. It's Italian. پس makes یعنی manufactures، تولید میکنه. Which company has its head office in San Francisco? Levi Strauss, Nike, Disney که Levi Strauss هست. Levi Strauss has its head office in San Francisco. head office هم میشه دفتر مرکزی، شعبه مرکزی. Which company buys more sugar than other company in the world? کدوم شرکت بیشتر از بقیه کشورها شکر میخره؟ نستلی، کوکاکولا، سوشاق اگه اشتباه نکنم کوکاکولا، این تلفظشو میگم، سوشاق. جواب میشه کوکاکولا buys more sugar than any other company in the world. Which company employs more people than any other companies? Walmart, Siemens, General Motors که Walmart has over 2 million people. Walmart employs over 2 million people. Which company has the largest factory in the world? Boeing, Ford, Sony که Boeing هست. Boeing has the largest factory in the world. بزرگترین کارخونه رو توی دنیا داره. Which company has started by Ray A. Kroc in 1955? Burger King, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken که همون KFC هست، میشه McDonald's. McDonald's was started by Ray A. Kroc in 1955. Which company is not based in Seattle, Washington? Starbucks, Amazon, Microsoft. Microsoft is based in Redmond, not Seattle. Microsoft is based in Redmond. Is based in یعنی واقع شده در. Which company produced the world's best-selling car? Volkswagen. فورد و فیات نیستن. Volkswagen. 21.5 million units. 21.5 میلیون واحد تولید کرده. Best-selling هم یعنی پرفروش‌ترین. Which company is the most admired in the world? FedEx, Google, Apple که جواب اپل هست. Apple is the most admired in the world. یعنی بیشتر از همه تحسین میشه. admire یعنی تحسین کردن. این از کویز اول. بریم سراغ لغات. describing companies. جملات زیر در مورد دو تا شرکت دلاتک و گرین شوتس هست. جفت جمله هایی رو باید پیدا کنیم که معنی یکسانی دارن و زیر هر شرکت قرار بدیم. حالا ما کاری به شرکتش نداریم، فقط جفت جمله ها رو مشخص کنیم. به عنوان مثال John Smith started Dalatec in 1960. George and James Hawkins began green shoots in the 1920s. پس started, began یعنی آغاز به کار کردن، شروع کردن شرکت. Number 2. It has a workforce of 2,500 و it employs about 35 people. این دوتا شبیه هم دیگن. 2 و 6. Has a workforce of employees. مترادفن. Number 3. Dialectic exports to over 12 countries. Number 7. Green Shoot sells some of its products abroad. این دوتا هم شبیه هم دیگه. 3 و 7. Exports یعنی صادر میکنه. Sells abroad هم یعنی در خارج میفروشه یا صادر میکنه. Number 4. It manufactures car parts. It makes garden products. پس manufactures makes 4 و 8 یعنی تولید میکنه. Number 5. It introduces 1 or 2 new components each year. Number 11. It launches 12 new products a year. 5 و 11. Introduces معرفی میکنه. Launches آغاز به کار میکنه، اجرا میکنه، شروع میکنه یا بازم معرفی میکنه. Each year و a year هم که مترادف. Component هم میشه مؤلفه. حالا جلوتر هم داریم. Green Shoot supplies the gardening industry. Dialectic provides components for the car industry. پس supplies و provides. دقت داشته باشید provides با for میاد. این از این مورد. اینجا هم که گفته فعلا رو مشخص کنید، مشخص کردیم. حالا همین فعلا رو قراره که توی این متن پایین قرار بدیم. G&K Services. G&K Services began in 1989 when Dieter Norland left his job as an engineer in the computer industry. پس began شروع کرد یا started فرق نمیکنه. The company makes high-tech security alarms یا manufactures فرق نمیکنه. makes یا manufactures تولید میکنه. And sells its products all over the world یا میتونیم بگیم exports its products all over the world. صادر میکنه یا میفروشه. It employs 150 people at its factory near Rotterdam. پس employs استخدام میکنه. Although the company's head office is in Amsterdam and has a staff of 20. has a staff of has a workforce of داشتیم، اینجا هم has a staff of. The company introduces a number of new products each year یا launches. Introduces یا launches فرق نمیکنه. G&K Services supplies products to the security industry and provide domestic alarms for the general public. پس اولی supplies تأمین میکنه، دومی هم provides فراهم میکنه. اینم از لغاتی که یاد گرفتیم. Now write a similar profile for your company or a company you know well. الان میتونید یه همچین پروفایلی برای شرکت خودتون یا شرکتی که میشناسید بنویسید. بخش لیسنینگ. دوباره جرمی کلی رو داریم. A specialist in change leadership. He's talking about his favorite company. Listen to the first part and complete these notes about the leaders and workers. با هم دیگه گوش کنیم و کامل کنیم.
Unit 9. Companies. Track 17.
Tell us about your favorite company.
My favorite company is a private healthcare insurance company. I really like the leaders. They're decent people who really look after the people that work for the company. And they care about their customers and want to meet their customers' needs. They also care about the environment. What I particularly like is that all the people that work for the company because they believe they're helping people when they most need it.
اولی decent people who look after their workers. Look after به معنی care about اهمیت میدن، توجه میکنن، مراقبن، رسیدگی میکنن. Look after همچین معنی میده. Care about their customers, want to meet customers' needs. Care about the environment. اینا رو براتون بنویسم. میگه به مشتریاشون اهمیت میدن، نیاز مشتریانشون رو برطرف میکنن. Meet needs, meet somebody's needs یعنی نیاز کسی رو برطرف کردن و به محیط زیست هم اهمیت میدن. Workers believe they're helping people when they most need it. کارگران اعتقاد دارن که هر وقت نیاز به کمک داشتن بهشون کمک کردن. پس help people when they most need it. قسمت دوم رو گوش میکنیم و به این سوالا جواب میدیم. 1. What type of company would Jeremy like to work for? دوست داره برای چه شرکتی کار کنه؟ What sort of things would that company produce or do? چه چیزایی اون شرکت تولید میکنه یا انجام میده؟ What do the best companies have in common? شرکت ها چی رو به اشتراک دارن؟ یعنی چه وجه مشترکی با هم دیگه دارن؟ Have in common یعنی وجه اشتراک داشتن. Which of the following does Jeremy mention? Wanting workers to work at their best. از کارگران میخوان که بهترین عملکرد خودشون داشته باشن. work at their best. understanding customers needs. نیاز مشتریان رو میفهمن. looking after the environment. مراقب محیط زیستن. promoting equality یعنی برابری رو ارتقا میدن. equality به معنی برابری، برعکس inequality. being ethical and legal یعنی اخلاقی و قانونی هستن. ethical یعنی اخلاقی. با هم دیگه گوش کنیم.
Unit 9. Companies. Track 18.
Which company would you like to work for and why?
I don't know the name of the company I want to work for, but the company I want to work for has a big purpose. It wants to change things for people in the world for the better. So a company perhaps that will produce green energy or affordable housing for the poorest people in the world, or ways of feeding people who can't currently be fed.
What do the best companies have in common?
I think the one thing they have in common is strong leadership. These are leaders who really want to look after the people that work for the company. They want those people to work at their best. They care about their customers and they understand the customers' needs, and they focus the company's resources on meeting those needs. They also look after the environment and the sustainability of the world around them. And they're ethical and legal.
سوال اول What type of company would Jeremy like to work for? گفت a company which has a big purpose and wants to change things for the people for the better in the world. هدف بزرگی داره، میخواد که شرایط رو برای افراد جهان به سمت بهتر شدن تغییر بده. What sort of things would that company produce or do? Produces green energy, ways of feeding people, affordable houses for the people in the world. اینا رو گفتش که اینجا براتون بنویسم. Green energy یعنی انرژی پاک. Affordable houses خانه‌های ارزان قیمت و اقتصادی. و ways of feeding people who can't currently be fed. feed به معنی غذا دادن. What do the best companies have in common? گفتش که strong leadership and looking after the people. رهبری قوی و مراقبت کردن و رسیدگی به افراد. Which of the following does Jeremy mention? همه رو اشاره کرد به جز مورد D. Wanting workers to work at their best, understanding customers' needs, looking after the environment و being ethical and legal. اون sustainability هم که گفت همون مربوط به environment هست، یعنی پایداری محیط زیست. پس مورد D رو نگفت اما بقیه موارد رو اشاره کرد. Listen to the final part. What are these companies famous for? این شرکت ها به چی معروفن؟ رولز رویس، اپل، گوگل، فیرترید، بادی شاپ. گوش کنیم.
Unit 9. Companies. Track 19.
Which company will do well in the future?
I don't know which company is going to do well in the future. But Rolls-Royce is famous for the quality of its leadership. Apple is famous for its innovation and creativity. And Google invests a lot of time in inventing new products for its customers. Fairtrade is renowned for looking after people in the world. And the UK company Body Shop is renowned for being environmentally friendly. And I think the company that does well in the future will bring those elements together.
کلمه دیگه هم برای famous for استفاده کرد. renowned for. این هم به معنی معروفند به یه چیزی. برای رولز رویس گفتش که quality of its leadership. کیفیت رهبریش خوبه. For Apple, he said, it's innovation and creativity. خلاقیت و نوآوری اپل. For Google, inventing new products for its customers. اختراع محصولات جدید برای مشتریاش. For Fairtrade, looking after people. مراقب افرادش هست. و Body Shop is renowned for environmentally friendly. یعنی دوستدار محیط زیست. environmentally friendly یه کلمه فوق‌العاده مهمیه. کلا friendly رو که میاریم به قید یا اسم میچسبونیم به معنی دوستدار داره، مثلا user friendly, child friendly, family friendly و غیره. famous for, renowned for. Now what is your favorite company and why؟ گرامر اول، زمان حال استمراری present continuous دو تا کاربردش اینجا گفته. یکی temporary situations and actions، یعنی اتفاقاتی که به صورت موقتی و اتفاقاتی که الان دارن میفتن، اونایی که موقتی هستن حال استمراری هن. و همینطور در مورد developments and changes، تغییرات. برای temporary situations مثلا میگیم که we can't find an office in the center of town, so now we're looking in the business park. الان داریم توی پارک کسب و کار دنبالش میگردیم. What is Helen doing? She's having lunch with a customer. داره با یه مشتری ناهار میخوره. Having lunch همین الانه و به صورت موقتیه. مورد بعدی گفتیم برای developments and changes، مثلا the cost of energy is rising quickly. هزینه انرژی داره سریع افزایش پیدا میکنه. برای developments and changes. Costs are lower in Vietnam, so we are moving production here. داریم بخش تولید رو به اینجا منتقل میکنیم. We are moving this as a development or change. بریم با هم دیگه تمرین‌ها رو انجام بدیم. Maddie is in the office today. He's meeting customers all day. کل روز رو داره مشتریان رو ملاقات میکنه. He's meeting customers all day. Martha's on the phone. She's calling about the sales figure. She's calling. در مورد اعداد فروش تماس گرفته. یعنی داره تماس میگیره و میپرسه. I can't come to the meeting. I'm writing a report. دارم یه گزارش مینویسم. I must finish it this morning. We're building a new factory in Spain. The work is nearly finished. داریم یه کارخونه میسازیم. We're building. ساختارش هم میدونید که امویز آر به علاوه ing. The marketing team is very busy right now. They're working on the launch of a new product. دارن کار میکنن روی یه چیزی. They're working. Our business in Japan is not going well at the moment. Is not going well. خوب پیش نمیره. We have a lot of orders, so production is hiring 40 extra staff. Is hiring. داره استخدام میکنه. به این صورت. تمرین دوم میگه که این سوالا رو با استفاده از فعل ها از خودتون بپرسید و جواب بدید با پارتنر. What are you working on at the moment? روی چی داری الان کار میکنی؟ I'm preparing a presentation for a seminar. دارم یک ارائه آماده میکنم. What is happening at your company or university? چه اتفاقی توی دانشگاه داره میفته؟ They're improving security. دارن امنیت رو ارتقا میدن. Build, change, develop, improve, introduce, prepare, open, organize و write. بریم سراغ بخش ریدینگ. دو تا سوال داره. How popular is wind energy in your country? انرژی بادی توی کشور چقدر محبوبه؟ Which of these points are advantages and disadvantages for wind energy? کدوم یک از این نکات فواید و مضرات انرژی بادی هستن؟ Advantages فواید، disadvantages مضرات. Safe امن. Clean form of energy انرژی پاک. Wind is not constant به صورت مداوم باد نمیاد، ممکنه قطع بشه. Noisy پر سر و صدا و ugly هم زشت. قبل از اینکه ریدینگ رو بخونیم این کلمات رو به تعاریفشون وصل می‌کنیم. To install, to put equipment in position so it is ready to use. نصب کردن. Manufacturing plant, a factory that makes machines and equipment. نیروگاه تولیدی. Subsidiary, a company that is owned by another larger company. این شرکتی که توسط شرکت بزرگتر اداره میشه. شرکت‌های فرعی رو میگن subsidiary. To set up, to start something new یعنی آغاز به کار کردن، شروع کردن. Component, a part of a machine بخشی از یک دستگاه یا همون جزء مؤلفه. Supplier, a company that you buy from شرکتی که ازش چیزی میخری یا تامین کننده. بریم متن رو با هم دیگه بخونیم و سوالات بعدش جواب بدیم. New markets for Gamesa. 4 new wind turbines beside a banana farm in a southern Indian village turn in the wind, producing electricity for the local community. 4 توربین بادی جدید در کنار مزرعه موز در روستای جنوبی هند توی باد میچرخند و برای جامعه محلی اونجا برق تولید میکنن. Produce تولید کردن، electricity برق، local community مردم محلی اون منطقه. The turbines are made by Gamesa, a world leader in wind technology. توربین ها توسط شرکت گامسا تولید میشه رهبر جهانی تکنولوژی باد. The Spanish company designs, manufactures and installs wind turbines all over the world. این شرکت اسپانیایی طراحی میکنه، تولید میکنه و توربین های بادی رو در سراسر جهان نصب میکنه. Designs, manufactures and installs. It has sales offices in 20 countries and 30 manufacturing plants in Europe, the US, China and now in India and Brazil too. دفاتر فروشش توی 20 کشوره و 30 تا نیروگاه تولیدی توی اروپا، آمریکا، چین و الان در هند و برزیل هم داره. Sales offices، دفاتر فروش. It employs nearly 8,000 people worldwide. در سراسر جهان تقریباً 8,000 نفر رو استخدام میکنه. Worldwide، در سراسر جهان. All over the world. Because of weakness in its traditional European and US markets, Gamesta's strategy for growth is to expand its business in India and Latin America, especially Brazil. به خاطر ضعفش توی بازارهای سنتیش توی اروپا و آمریکا، استراتژیش برای پیشرفت گسترش کسب و کارش توی هند و آمریکای لاتین هست، مخصوصاً برزیل. Growth یعنی پیشرفت، strategy، expand یعنی گسترش دادن، weakness نقطه ضعف و traditional هم میشه سنتی. The strategy is working. استراتژی داره جواب میده. اینجا working معنی جواب دادن. In the first half of 2011, revenues rose by 26% to 1,297 million euros. In the same period, sales were up 29%. For the first time in its history, 100% of its sales were from outside Spain. در نیمه اول 2011 درآمدش تا 26% افزایش پیدا کرد و به 1297 میلیون یورو رسید. در همون دوره فروشش تا 29% افزایش پیدا کرد و برای اولین بار در تاریخ 100% از فروشش رو در خارج از اسپانیا داشت. Rose by یعنی افزایش پیدا کرد. بریم جدول رو کامل کنیم. Complete this fact file. Company name Gamesa. Nationality Spanish. Numbers of employees گفت که 8,000. Countries with sales offices 20. Manufacturing plants گفتش که 30 تاست. 30. Products wind turbines. Growth markets India and Latin America اگه اشتباه نکنم. India and Latin America. Results first half 2011 revenues and sales. Revenues گفتش که 26% و sales هم گفت 29%. این از تمرین اول. تمرین دوم میگه که work in pairs. یکیتون صفحه 134 و یکی دیگه صفحه 141. میگید که how is Gamesa's strategy the same in each country? How is it different? تمرین بعدی word partnership ها یا همون کارکشن ها هستن. Wind turbines, sales offices, manufacturing plants و technology center. Enter the Brazilian market, set up a subsidiary, recruit more workers و improve quality. Wind turbine توربین های بادی، sales offices دفاتر فروش، manufacturing plants نیروگاه های تولیدی، technology center مرکز تکنولوژی. Enter the Brazilian market وارد بازار برزیلی شدن. set up a subsidiary یعنی آغاز به فعالیت یک شرکت فرعی. recruit more workers. recruit همون employ هست یعنی استخدام کردن. improve quality کیفیت رو ارتقا دادن. اما بخش دوم گرامر present simple و present continuous تفاوتشون میخواد بگه. گفتیم که present continuous برای temporary situations هست و present simple برای permanent situation. پس present simple میشه اولی I work in Paris و present continuous میشه دومی temporary situations I'm working in Paris. به عنوان مثال وقتی میگید که I live in تهران یعنی به طور دائمی توی تهران زندگی میکنید. اما وقتی میگید که I'm living in تهران یعنی موقتی اونجا هستید و ممکنه که مهاجرت کنید یا به شهر دیگه برید. خب تمرین اول یه سری تایم اکسپرشن ها مخصوص present simple present continuous هست. به عنوان مثال always, every day, normally, usually اینا همه مربوط به present simple هستن. اما at the moment که خودش نوشته currently, now, this time و today اینا مربوط به present continuous. مثالشو ببینید. I stay at the Ritz every time I'm in New York. چون every time اومده پس میشه حال ساده. هر موقعی که توی نیویورکم مثلا هتل ریتز اقامت میکنم. I'm staying at the Ritz at the moment. الان توی هتل ریز اقامت دارم. پس I'm staying at the moment. چون at the moment اومده میشه حال استمراری. Jen is working from home today. چون today اومده میشه is working حال استمراری. She usually works at the company's training center. She often calls. چون often اومده. Right now she's calling. Right now. I don't usually deal with the paperwork. I'm dealing with all the paperwork while Susan is away. الان داره این کار انجام میده. Deliveries are taking over 2 months at present. چون at the present هست. Usually they take just 6 weeks. معمولاً حدوداً 6 هفته طول میکشه. Most of the time we use DHL for deliveries. Most of the time. This time, این دفعه، این بار، we are using a different company. Are using. پس time expression ها با زمان ها به این صورت استفاده میشه. یه تمرین دیگه گفته که با present simple و present continuous کامل کنید. Profile Pret a Manager. Pret a Manager is a UK company and one of the world's leading sandwich chains. It sells freshly made sandwiches in busy city centers. It sells. بعد حال ساده استفاده کرد. At the end of each day, the shops give any unsold products to the homeless. Give دوباره حال ساده. Currently, Pret is doing. چون گفته currently بعد حال استمراری is doing very well in the south of England. Pret operates a total of 232 UK outlets. Operates حال ساده. And this year it is planning new outlets for London. چون گفته this year میشه it is planning. In the US it has 23 outlets in New York and another 10 in Hong Kong. Pret's international activities are growing in importance. داره پیشرفت میکنه. This month, as part of the next stage of expansion, Pret is opening its first 2 shops in Paris. Is opening. At the same time, the marketing team is working with Louis PR, a global PR company, to improve the brand's international image. پس می‌بینید که تایم اکسپرشن ها خیلی کمک میکنن برای تشخیص حال ساده و حال استمراری. یه رول پلی هست که خیلی بهتون کمک میکنه. Student A و Student B دارید شرکت خودتون رو به طرف مقابل نشون میدید. جاهای مختلف میرید و معرفی میکنید. به عنوان مثال This is the main hall. We serve customers here. At the moment a cashier is talking to a customer. این ردیف اول بود. ردیف دوم This is the currency section. We exchange foreign currency here. At the moment a customer is changing dollars into euros. و بقیه دوباره نفر بعدی هم این موارد رو میگه. This is the kitchen. We prepare and cook meals here. At the moment, the chefs are preparing today's lunch. یا دومیش, This is the restaurant. We serve breakfast, lunch and dinner here. At the moment, the waiter is clearing the tables. یه تمرین خیلی خوبی هست. و بخش مهارت ها. بخش مهارت ها یاد میگیریم که چطور ارائه داشته باشیم به انگلیسی. اول یه وایسی هست گوش کنید و اینا رو به ترتیب کنید.
Unit 9. Companies. Track 20.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Robert Ford. I'd like to talk about our new marketing strategy. There are 3 parts to my presentation. Firstly, the background to the strategy. Secondly, how we want to change our current operations. Finally, the details of the costs and the effect of the change on staff. By the end of my presentation, you will understand clearly our future plans. If you don't mind, let's leave questions to the end.
خب اولش گفت Good morning everyone. My name is Robert Ford. بعد از اون I'd like to talk about our new marketing strategy. There are 3 parts to my presentation. Firstly, secondly و غیره. Finally, the details of the cost مثلا همچین چیزیه. By the end of my presentation, you will understand clearly our future plans. و if you don't mind, let's leave questions to the end. اما ساختار کلی ارائه باید به چه صورت باشه؟ مورد اول رو بهش میگن greeting the audience. این همون یک هست. greeting the audience. مورد دوم I'd like to talk about our new marketing strategy همون تاپیک هست. مورد سوم There are 3 parts to my presentation firstly, secondly و غیره. این میشه plan of the talk. بعد از اون که finally هم گفتید By the end of my presentation you will understand clearly our future plans که این میشه هدف aim. و در آخر هم dealing with questions میگید که If you don't mind let's leave questions to the end. حالا من به ترتیب عدد گذاشتم، شما بهتر بود حروف رو بنویسید. تمرین بعدی فرض کنید که میخواید ارائه رو بدید و به این ترتیب رول A و رول B اول تاپیک و بعد پلان و بعد ایم رو مشخص میکنید. useful language هم که میتونید استفاده کنید اینجا هست. برای greeting good morning, good afternoon, good evening I'm خودتون معرفی میکنید. یا hello everyone, nice to see you again. Hi, I'm good to see you all. برای تاپیک My subject today is our new product launch. پس my subject today is I'd like to talk to you about the bonus scheme. I'd like to talk to you about. I'm going to talk about our sales strategy. I'm going to talk about. The subject of my presentation is overseas expansion. The subject of my presentation is. Plan of the talk. There are 3 parts to my presentation. My presentation is in 3 sections. Firstly, secondly و finally. و اهداف رو چطور میتونیم بگیم؟ By the end of my presentation, you will have a clear idea of the new system. By the end of my presentation, you will have a clear idea of. By the end of my talk, you will understand how or why this benefits us all. Past by the end of my talk, you will understand how or why. At the end of my presentation, you will know more about the direction. At the end of my presentation, you will know more about. اینا ساختارهایی که میتونید استفاده کنید. اما کیس استادی نهم presenting your company. You are beginning a training course on giving presentations. یه دوره آموزشی رو دارید میگذرونید برای ارائه دادن. The trainer has provided a structure for an introduction. مدرس دوره اومده یک ساختاری رو برای مقدمه تهیه کرده که به این صورت structure for presentation. She asks you to introduce yourself and the company you work for. ازت میخواد خود رو معرفی کنی و شرکتی که داری براش کار میکنی. You are all from different parts of the world and different industries. At the beginning of the course, the trainer gives a model presentation. Listen, then answer these questions. در شروع دوره یک مدل ارائه میکنه. گوش کنید و به این سوال جواب بدید. سوال اولی. What is the aim of the presentation? هدفش چیه؟ Where is Fiesta Time's most important store? What are its turnover and profit? What does the company plan to do next year? گوش کنید و جواب بدید.
Unit 9. Companies. Track 21.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Nikki Hunter. I'm a director of a medium-sized coffee chain, Fiesta Time. I'm going to talk about our company and its plans for the future. My presentation is in 3 sections. Firstly, I'll say a few words about our company. Secondly, I'll describe my duties. And finally, I'll talk about our plans for the future. Fiesta Time's head office is in Chicago, and our flagship store is in New York. We own more than 200 stores across the country. Our outlets sell coffee, coffee drinks, and pastries. Most of our coffee beans come from Brazil. We have 3,000 employees, and our turnover is approximately $50 million US. Our profit is about $12.2 million. Our main competitors are Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and of course, McDonald's. I'm responsible for new business. My job is to help the company grow and to hire and supervise managers for our new outlets. We're expanding fast. Next year, we plan to open at least 10 new stores on the West Coast. We'll start by opening a store in San Francisco, and after that, we'll expand.
سوال اول What is the aim of the presentation? It's planned for the future. نقشش رو برای آینده میخواست بگه. Where is Fiesta Time's most important store? Its head office is in Chicago and its flagship store is in New York. What are its turnover and profit? Its turnover is approximately $50 million and its profit is 12.2 million. What does the company plan to do next year? Open at least 10 new stores on the West Coast. ساختاری هم که طراحی کرده greeting, your name, your position, topic, subject, purpose of the talk, plan of the talk میشه sections, parts of talk, facts and figures, company products or services, important figures, number of employees, turnover, profits, your main competitors, your duties و در مورد future developments که your plans for the next year هست. خب الان به گروه 3 نفره باید تقسیم شد. صفحات 133, 142 و 143 هست. ارائه کوتاهی از شرکتایی که براتون لیست کرده توی 1 دقیقه میدید و آخرش میگید که why was it interesting؟ چی رو در مورد اون ارائه دوست داشتید؟ و در آخر you are a representative of your company. Write a short profile of the company for the company website. Include some of the information from your presentation. نماینده ای از شرکتتون هستید. یک پروفایل برای شرکتتون توی وبسایت میخواید بسازید. از اطلاعات ارائهتون هم استفاده کنید. اینم از رایتینگ درس 9. ویدیو بعدی میریم سراغ موضوع جدید کاربران.